18 signs you are not giving your cat enough attention. Neuroscientists have found that bonding with your cat literally activates their pleasure centers. And when that bond weakens, they feel it. In this video, we'll explore 18 signs your cat might be feeling a little forgotten and what to do to bring that spark back. So, grab your coffee, or your cat, if they'll let you, and let's see if your feline friend has been quietly begging for more love than you've realized. 1. The disappearing act. Have you ever realized your cat's gone missing for hours, only to find them tucked into the darkest corner of your closet like a tiny furry cryptid? Cats don't hide just because they're mysterious creatures of the night. Sometimes, it's because they're feeling neglected. When a cat feels emotionally overlooked, they may withdraw to feel safe in solitude. It's a bit like their version of ghosting you. The less stimulation or affection they get, the more they self-isolate. So if your once social cat has become a professional recluse, it might be time to ask, when was the last time I really played or cuddled with them? 2. The accidental destruction. You know that moment when you walk into your living room and it looks like a fur-covered tornado passed through? The knocked-over plant, the shredded tissue box, chaos in its purest feline form. This isn't random mischief, it's emotional theater. Cats that crave attention often find creative outlets to make sure you notice them. It's not that they enjoy destruction, it's that they've learned your attention skyrockets the moment they misbehave. They're basically saying, if peace and purring don't work, maybe chaos will. Before you scold them, think about it. Have you been too busy lately? Because your cat might be screaming for connection in the loudest and messiest way possible. 3. The silent treatment. Ever had your cat completely ignore you? No eye contact, no greeting, no acknowledgement you even exist? It's not just sass, it's communication. Cats may withhold attention as a form of protest. When you consistently miss their cues for affection or playtime, they can mirror that energy right back. It's feline cold shouldering at its finest. This emotional distance can be heartbreaking once you notice it. So if your cat used to follow you around but now seems indifferent, it's probably not because they grew out of it. They might just be waiting for you to make the first move again. 4. The dramatic midnight opera. There's a difference between a chatty cat and one performing nightly concerts at 3 a.m. If your feline suddenly turns into a nocturnal vocalist, it's not because they're auditioning for Cats the Musical. It's because they're craving your interaction. Cats are crepuscular, naturally active at dawn and dusk, but if they start howling during the witching hour, it's often loneliness, boredom, or a call for attention, especially indoor cats with limited enrichment. Try giving them more evening playtime or affection before bed. A few minutes of genuine connection might silence the midnight meow symphony. 5. The obsessive grooming spiral. A cat that grooms constantly, to the point of thinning fur or bald patches, isn't just being extra clean. Over-grooming can be a displacement behavior, a soothing action they turn to when they feel stressed or unseen. Think of it as a feline version of nervous fidgeting. If your cat's starting to look like they've been through a salon too many times, it could be because they're trying to self-soothe in the absence of emotional engagement. Your presence, your voice, your touch, all of that grounds them. 6. The toy graveyard. When's the last time your cat played with their toys? Really played? Not just sniffed one, sighed, and walked away. A sudden disinterest in toys can indicate more than boredom. It might mean they've emotionally checked out a bit. Cats thrive on stimulation. They crave novelty and interactive play, not just passive toys. If they're ignoring everything, even their old favorites, it's a quiet signal that they're disengaged, and they miss your energy. Try mixing things up. Swap toys, hide treats, or introduce short, exciting play sessions with you. Because the best toy in a cat's world isn't the feather wand, it's their human holding it. 7. The mysterious appetite shift. Has your cat started picking at their food, or suddenly overeating like they're trying to fill a void? Both ends of the spectrum can point to emotional neglect. Cats are surprisingly sensitive to routine and connection. When that bond slips, their appetite often reflects the imbalance. A lonely cat might eat less because they feel off, or more because food becomes their comfort. If everything checks out health-wise, it's worth reflecting on emotional nourishment, not just the edible kind. Because cats may not cry when they're lonely. They just show it through their food bowl. 8. The door ambush. You know that dramatic dash to the door the moment you grab your keys? That desperate, almost comical leap toward freedom? It might not be wanderlust. It could be your cat's way of saying, if you won't hang out with me, maybe someone else will. Cats that feel understimulated or ignored often develop a fascination with escaping. It's not that they hate you. It's that they crave more excitement than they're getting indoors. Before assuming they're plotting an outdoor life of crime, check in with their mental world. More attention, play, and interaction might just cure their sudden fascination with the great outdoors. 9. The weird new nap spots. Is your cat suddenly sleeping in strange, uncomfortable places, like the bathroom sink or the top of the fridge? It's not always a quirky habit. Sometimes it's a quiet protest. Cats seek comfort where they feel safe and connected. When that emotional connection fades, they might move to isolated, high, or cold areas that help them feel in control again. It's subtle but telling. If your cat starts trading cozy beds for hard counters, it's time to warm their world back up, with you in it. 10. The unprovoked zoomies. A sudden explosion of wild energy might look hilarious, but it can also be a red flag. When your cat darts around the house like they've just been possessed by caffeine and chaos, it could mean they're understimulated. Cats are built for hunting, climbing, chasing, and if they're not getting that, they improvise. Those 3 a.m. parkour sessions across your furniture, that's pent-up emotion meeting too much idle time. They don't need constant play, but they do need connection through motion. A few minutes of interactive play daily can prevent those random bursts and save your curtains. 11. The clingy shadow. Ever feel like your cat suddenly can't stand to be alone, following you from room to room, meowing if you shut a door? It's adorable, until you realize it might be a sign they're feeling insecure. When cats sense emotional distance, some respond by doubling down on closeness. It's like they're saying, if I stick right next to you, maybe you'll remember I exist. If your once independent cat has turned into your furry little shadow, it might be time to give them a little extra one-on-one time. They're not being needy. They're trying to reconnect. 12. The side-eye stare. You know that slow, piercing, judgmental stare cats are famous for? Sometimes it's more than just shade. It's an emotional check-in. Cats are incredibly observant and use eye contact to bond. If you notice your cat staring at you, especially from across the room, they might be quietly asking, "Hey, are we still good?" If you're often distracted, glued to your phone, laptop, or endless to-do list, they'll notice. Next time you catch that gaze, meet it. Blink slowly. Reassure them. Sometimes, eye contact is the love language that says, "I still see you." 13. The sudden bad manners. Using the litter box as a protest billboard is one of the most misunderstood feline behaviors. Cats who feel emotionally neglected sometimes forget their manners, not because they're being spiteful, but because they're distressed. If your cat starts eliminating outside the box without a medical reason, it's often tied to emotional upset or lack of attention. They're leaving a sent message. Their version of writing, "I'm not okay" on the wall. Instead of punishment, what they need is reassurance. More routine, more interaction, and a renewed sense of security in their space. 14. The "I'm fine" face. Some cats go the opposite way. They act perfectly normal. Too normal. The "I don't need you, I'm totally fine" facade can be deceptive. Cats are masters at masking emotion. If your cat seems quietly detached, less expressive, or oddly calm all the time, it could be a symptom of emotional flatness, the kind that comes from long stretches of solitude. You'll notice it in small ways. They don't greet you like before, they sleep more, or their purrs sound half-hearted. Beneath that calm exterior may be a cat that's just tuned out. They don't need grand gestures to fix it, just a reminder that you still see them. 15. The attention trade. Ever notice how your cat suddenly becomes super affectionate when you're busy? The laptop cuddles, the keyboard walk, the sudden lap invasion during your most important phone call, all perfectly timed. This isn't coincidence, it's strategy. Cats are clever observers who quickly learn when you're least likely to engage. And that's exactly when they make their move. They don't necessarily want attention only then. They're reacting to scarcity. Their logic? If I only get love when you're working, I'll take it then. So instead of shooing them away, give them a few dedicated minutes later on in the day. Then they'll feel valued, not like an interruption. 16. The unexpected bite, not the playful nibble. We're talking about those sudden little bites that seem to come out of nowhere. You're petting them, everything's fine, and then, chomp. This love-hate moment often masks emotional frustration. Cats who feel overstimulated or ignored throughout the day might crave attention, but not know how to handle it when it finally comes. It's affection tangled with confusion. You can help by keeping affection sessions short but frequent, giving them more control over when and how you interact. That tiny bite might just be their clumsy way of saying, "Don't forget me, okay?" 17. The new friend obsession. Has your cat suddenly become way too interested in another person? A neighbor, a roommate, or even the delivery driver? It's not betrayal. It's emotional outsourcing. Cats are social opportunists. When they're not getting enough interaction from you, they'll find it elsewhere. If your cat starts seeking affection from everyone but you, it's not because they've stopped loving you, it's because they're filling a void. The fix isn't jealousy or guilt, it's quality time. Rebuild the bond through gentle play, grooming, and quiet companionship. Cats never truly replace you. They just reach out when their heart gets hungry. 18. The purr that's gone quiet. There's something magical about a cat's purr, that soft, rhythmic hum of pure contentment. But what happens when it disappears? A cat who no longer purrs as often, or at all, may not have lost the ability. They've lost the feeling behind it. The purr is a reflection of comfort and emotional fulfillment. When life gets too quiet or distant, their voice does too. Rekindle that spark by being more present. Sit beside them, talk softly, stroke them gently. Purring is trust made audible, and it comes back when love does. And there we have it, 18 little cries for attention you'll never overlook again. Want to dive deeper into your cat's mysterious world? Check out our next videos. Tiny cat gestures with huge meanings, or cat behaviors that mean you hurt their feelings. Go ahead, your cat says it's mandatory viewing.